Hey, let's see if we can get this turkey airborne here the 15th of January 2021 in the continuing years of cornholio. Let's see if we are live. Yes, we are on the other side. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Shimei. How are you tonight? Nice to see you. 73 degrees today. A beautiful day. And I know for a lot of you, it hasn't been much of a winter for you guys either. Hey, Josh, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Go, 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 go. Josh is all pumped up. Hey, Ronnie, Amy, how you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Hey, Nocturnal, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I guess I should put this in. Hey, Money Order, how you doing, brother? There we go. There we go. Is that? What do you think of that? How's that? Trying to get that thing. There we go. Good evening, Jasmine, Pop Trauma, Kimia. Just saying hello. How you doing, Kimia? Nice to see you. How you doing tonight? I had to do a couple things today. Number one, I had to propose a layout for adding ceiling lights and fans to a friend's house. 3-bedroom house, and then after that I had to go to work for a while. And caliente, yeah, how you doing? And somebody that I've worked with for years very closely, like has come down with COVID today. So I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just like, wow. There's only like two of us running certain stuff, and this person's now down and out. That's it. So it's pretty crazy time. Happy Friday to you too, Ronnie, and hello, Karen. Stress Mess. Nice to see you tonight. Hello, unknown name up there says hi, Rosie. Hey, Warren. Good afternoon. Good evening here. It's about 8 p.m. on a Friday night. I'm going to run something different tonight. How you doing, Robert? I'm going to run and just open chat here. I don't have any particular topic. Oh, you missed a flower? Yeah, it's been sitting on the little desk where my monitor is. Thank you, Missy Jen, for the 4K monitor. I've been using that for a couple years now, and that rose has been sitting there for a while. Hello, Leah. How are you? So it's always a concern if somebody you're working so closely with on a week in, week out basis now has COVID. I just hope it's not one of these crazy variant strains of that. Yeah, so it's got me a little bit on edge tonight, but things roll on for me. It was nice to get back to a little bit of project work again today. Yeah, I like helping people out when it comes to especially electrical stuff. I don't particularly like plumbing and drywall and all that kind of crap all, but yeah, that worked out pretty good. Otherwise, very warm. People are dropping like flies out here now in California. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit because Rosie's the old buzzard, right? And um, it's like flying through a laser field. Sooner or later, you feel like you're going to get zapped flying, evading these big ugly cornholio virus orange balls with spikes and stuff coming at you. Oh, well, thank you, Risa. Thank you. Good to see you. Love your hair. Like even without the rose, it looks great. Well, thank you. I have to be a little I wouldn't I'm wearing a bubble suit now at work. If you don't know what a bubble suit is, it's like I don't know what the hell you call the material. It's like a packing material you wear, and you put your whole self in the suit, and then you wear a bubble and a face mask, and it looks almost space age these days. Yeah, people are getting too comfy too quick with the vaccine floating around, and I've seen that today, and as I was talking about this morning, the slow rollout of the vaccination, and I know they want to have National Guard come in and start to use dentists too to give these vaccines, but it's I hope I hope the virus doesn't outpace the vaccinations and give the virus a chance to mutate into something totally off the radar screen. Nice to see Alan Gold tonight. The long black train. Keep your head low. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. Somebody at work put it. It's like flying through, trying to fly through lasers crisscrossing in different directions. Ooh, banking hard to the right. Trying not to inhale those cornholio fumes. Will we be back to normal by March? I don't know. You're representing the story behind your favorite bourbon with that rose. Well, thank you, Wade Boeing fan. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, Nikki. And you know what it is? I mean, I just don't like, I'm getting a little uncomfortable with being in a situation where people are just being crammed into hallways and things like that with COVID, and the quality of care is probably not going to be as great as it would be otherwise. Hey, McDave, how are you? Hello, quirky girl. What's going on with you tonight? I stopped by. I stopped by my cousin Chris's chat tonight for a bit. I was just peeking in while I was getting my eating my salad. And was he high or what was he was he doing tonight? Better be careful up there with the cornholio in that area. 5 minutes in, just refresh connection. Let me put this. Refresh your browser. Okay, there we go. You've got to remember on Streamlabs, it always hits about 5 minutes. Always hits about 5 minutes in, and it's like I don't know why it does that. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. Yeah, you're buffering. Is it lagging? Hey, Mr. Lantern, I refreshed. Is it okay now? Okay now. Let's see. Okay now. How are you doing, Cheryl? Let's get a reading from Cheryl on the quality control. Go out and come back in. I don't know why. I might have to uninstall Streamlabs and then reinstall it again. I don't know, but it's doing better than it was last year when it would just cut out after 45 minutes. Hey, Marcia reporting for duty tonight. Somebody give me, it's all good now? Okay, great. Smooth sailing here. Yeah, I checked in and looked like Cuz was having a hard time getting off the bed. Was having a hard time getting off the bed tonight. So I hope he's okay. Yeah, if you just come back in, it should be, thank you, Cheryl. It should be okay now. I don't see Missy AK, my moderator, here tonight. No doubt she's tying one on in preparation for the Kansas City Chiefs game. I guess they're playing. Are they playing tomorrow? I'm not sure. Kansas City's playing Cleveland out there. She's probably tying one on. But thank you, Missy, for your breakout of that Oasis Motel. I've now put that into a separate video that'll roll tomorrow. Stu Unger's death room. Let's see. I never thought going to the grocery store to taking. You are taking your life in your hands. Hey, Susie, how you doing now? I mean, there's no doubt. I thought last he had the munchies. Hey, Liz. Hey, Joseph. Good to see you. So you're sporting an innocent look tonight with the colorful flower. Thank you. She's not happy they have snow. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated, guys. If you haven't come in and rocked that thumbs up button. Hey, Fire Chick, how are you tonight? So I don't know. It seems like he's enjoying himself up there in Pittsburgh. But just make sure you stay safe. Don't take anything for granted. I have put myself into a very small travel bubble. I did not have a chance to address my check engine light on the van yet. I'll check. It's nothing very, thank you, Susie. It's nothing, I think, too serious. Hey, High Watch, I look so romantic, huh? Well, where's that Queen of the Rancho? Come on. You rock the thumbs up. Thanks. So I got an open chat tonight. We can have Q&A. We can cover any topic that you want to cover. I had somebody write me today. You always come in with sort of pre-canned topics. Why don't you let things go once in a while between the side chat and yourself? So yeah, I think I'll do that tonight. We'll just kind of just roll with it here. How you doing, Charlotte? We had rain turn to snow, huh? What do you guys feel about wearing masks while you're on the walk? It seems kind of ridiculous. Seems like we need to balance. McDave, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I'm walking along the streets doing my chooching, um, I have gotten into the habit now of lifting my mask when there's somebody coming the other way and putting it on. In addition, if I see somebody jogging towards me, and of course, joggers are going to be exhaling a lot more, I'm very cautious to widen my distancing and avoid breathing till, I'm a safe distance past where they came past me. I do worry a little bit about that. But remember, you've got to have what's called viral load. Okay, your body can take care of a certain number of virus running around cornelia, but when it reaches a certain point, then it reaches that critical viral load, and then you're in trouble. My name is Vern. I was born in Ukiah. Well, welcome to you. Let's see, I wear mine and put it on when passing. So I'm used to that. Ain't no holler back, girl. Yeah, I'm used to doing that. So we got to be, um, in March, and I know people are fatigued right now. I know they're tired of mask. McDave has exemplified that in the chat. You've got to balance off, um, your comfort, especially if you're on a walk by yourself someplace against uh, virus. But I find it very interesting now that fatigue has set in a lot where um, the danger is much higher now than it was back in March of last year. So for whatever that's worth on there, just seems overwhelming at times. How you doing, C. Robs? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of um, I don't know, just an obvious lack of coordination amongst authorities and things. It's difficult. You have people in my county, Sonoma County, north of San Francisco, about 35 miles north of San Francisco, where people are starting to really get aggravated about the health department here and their insistence that people register and book appointments for vaccinations. And as a result of that, they're hardly vaccinating anybody up here in the county because it's all screwed up, the system up here. It's the end of the world as we know it. Look like a Spanish rose. Caliente. Thank you, Teresa. Cheryl said we have some damn South African strain here now. Yeah, I hear you. My thing is, I can't wait for LA to reopen. But then again, you think about going down to LA right now, and that's kind of like um, I don't know. I mean, I'm really surprised we haven't lost more people on the Boyd. I'll tell you, we must be made of some tough stuff. I went to a dentist, and everyone was down in the mouth. I'll bet that they were, huh? It's the variants that are just out there now. So hey, Mew, but don't forget, yeah, thumbs up are most appreciated. So keep happy. I don't think it's too much to wear a mask. I see more people wearing full visors these days, walking around, and I think 6 months ago I probably would have snickered. And, oh my God, are you going out on a welding job or something? Now I just think pretty damn smart to have that on that. I don't know, So it's a little bit worrisome to me. Now, has it impacted my travel? Yes, it has, because um, this is probably the worst time to be just wholesale traveling great numbers of miles. And I really don't want to be the person until I get my vaccination and get all cleared. I don't want to be the person that's out there being some kind of super spreader. See, Robin said, we're doing a horrible job. Yeah, I wish we could get more thumbs up. We're doing a horrible job managing the virus here in the U.S. I bet we do a worse job administering the vaccine. Um, I don't know. Some who have had it don't get their taste or smell back. And there's other things. Some people have psychotic effects of COVID. I mean, it's just, I don't know, guys. I want to be happy on a Friday night, but I can't drink or anything. I can drink a Diet 7 Up, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to go as much as I could get down in the dirt and turn this into Friday night's monster theater or horror theory. I don't want to do that um, tonight by speculating about things. But as I said this morning, there's that race between getting vaccinated and mutating the virus. And I don't want to be chasing our tail with having to develop being inoculated every 6 months or something like that for some new wild thing. Hey, sun grown. Joshua Tree checking in. Fear of possible long term over the main sickness. I think so. Hey, tattoo crazy. Careful cleaning your gun. Yeah, I got my kit. Way to go. Good to give your body a detox every once in a while. Exactly, McDave. And I've been doing great on the diet. I had a fully loaded salad. I don't really think of it a diet. As long as I'm getting some bulk in there, I'm good to go. And if I don't get meat, I didn't get a heck of a lot of meat today, but I got plenty of carrots and salad and two hard-boiled eggs, two strips of bacon in that salad, some raisins, a little bit of mozzarella shredded cheese that was left. So I feel like that was a pretty decent dinner tonight. So I like that. Guido said, "Ain't no mutation. Want a rap battle?" Ain't no mutation out there. Ain't no mutation strong enough. Ain't no mutation bad enough to keep me away from you, babe. To keep me away from you. God, I just think diet's a dumb word. I like to say eating clean. I am. I had Cheese Factory Super Salad. Very satisfying. Good deal. Good deal. I like to throw a few raisins in and kind of spike it up little bit. I haven't gone shopping literally since Chris was here. I haven't gone to a grocery store, so tomorrow I'm going to make my way to Safeway. Tomorrow night, hey Sapphire Blue. Yeah, thank you, McDave. Says I can tell in your glowing face you're already losing weight. Thank you. I'm feeling good too. I'm feeling strong. The old bird is feeling pretty strong and ready to get the hell out of the cage and fly. Do 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 ooh do 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 do. Hey hey, yeah, I got meat in me today. I think in total I had 3 pieces of bacon for breakfast and 2 on my salad tonight. So I'm happy about that. I thought bacon is very satisfying, but I don't want to overdo bacon, and then it kind of loses its tastiness. You know what I mean? It becomes too regular. I can't believe a woman ate 2 pounds of bacon a day and lost 16 pounds. I don't think I'd be capable of doing it. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha! They're coming to take me away. What happened to those? Yeah, and if you guys have any Q&A you want to run tonight, I'm running an open chat. If there's anything that you wonder about or want to talk about, that's fine. What happened with those Omaha Steaks? As you know, I ordered them on the 15th of December, and on the 22nd of December, they stalled in Tracy, California, in some FedEx facility there, and they were delivered, I want to say on the 27th or 28th of December. Now, they weren't warm, they were cool, but all the ice had gone, and we kind of picked through. The boss brought some of them up for me, and some of them I ate, some I didn't want to deal with the chicken and all that. But when I called to tell them at Omaha Steaks, they gladly sent out another cooler full of them for the boss and Janet, so I was very happy about that. We're also talking about booking our salmon fishing trip in late spring, summer. So, uno plano blanco, I'm just a bird in the sky. You think your Ravens will win this weekend? You're going to be watching. I'm going to be in Kitchen Stadium. I'm one of those people that I don't really have the patience to watch a whole game, but I like to watch the highlights. I just hope it's a good game. Um, Obviously, I have a lot of respect for the Buffalo Bills. You don't get to be to the to the crazy aid of the football season without having some kind of skill set for you. So I have ultimate respect for the Buffalo Bills. Um, the Bills' weakness is really against the run. If there is a weakness, which is not readily apparent, but if the footing is decent, it's Lamar Jackson's probably going to be running like crazy tomorrow night, and then the Buffalo will be trying to pick apart the secondary on passing of the Ravens. So let's call it a wash. Let's call it flip a coin for tomorrow night. I'm nursing a pinched nerve on the left side of my neck. I'm telling you what, Melissa, pinched nerves are terrible. Ooh, yeah, Omaha Steaks are good. Yeah, salmon fishing, exactly. Yeah, I think, ooh, I've had a pinched nerve before. They're horrible. Ooh, they're brutal. I get them like in between the middle of my back, and it's like, oh gosh, they're just awful. Well, sports talk is done. Thank you, Gone with the Kale. I was asked. It's open chat tonight. If you want to ask, that's fine. But that's my take on that. So we'll see tomorrow night when I'm at Kitchen Stadium, and I hope it's a good game. Whoever wins, God love them. That's all I can say. Were you into art and sports in school? Susie, you should know that by now, right? Right. Now, I've told you guys before the story of getting a turkey at work every year and then wanting to sell the turkey because I'm not fussing with a turkey. So I'd take the turkey on the corner and I would sell it here in the neighborhood. Now, notice, as I said back in October, November, notice the beautiful rendition of the turkeys. And how did I do that? By putting my dainty little hands on there as I was taught to do in kindergarten or whatever, scrolling a few little scratchy feet on here, something that resembles roughly yeah, doesn't that look like a turkey net? I even got the little, I don't even know if they're like chickens, they got something. Hey Michael, how you doing? All right. All right, so Susie, you asked me if I was art and sports. Yes to no to the former, and yes to the latter. Okay, if I had been one of those persons in the old days that had those magazines, take this art test and see if you qualify to enroll in the Minneapolis School of Art. Right? I wouldn't even have got an answer back. Right? That would have been like, you can kiss your career as an artist goodbye. I have zero artistic talent. Okay, now sports is a different matter. Um, Pretty fast, pretty long legs, built like a tank, and no problem with sports and things. Baseball, I didn't really enjoy being smashed to pieces in football. Having a 275-pound, um, defensive lineman from Baltimore City College landing on top of my 150-pound frame and being slow to get up off the ground. Shaking for everybody. There we go. Shaking for everybody. Yeah, that's it. What an artist. Amazing. Is that not a thing of beauty or what? Huh? You think I got talent? I mean, you never know. In New York, they might put that in a gallery someday for like hang 100,000, and one of you rich people will come over and grab that. Hey, Ninth Element, very nice stream premiere tonight. Thank you. I sat back and enjoyed that with dinner, and then I flipped over to Coachisms for Boyd Wrestling. What a 1-2 combo. Thank you, Nature Maid. Did you hear? But it wasn't an earthquake. Yeah, that's it, quirky girl. I'm surprised you saved the sign. Um, you know, it's an interesting collector's item, and I might have a drawing one night to send it to one of you to light your fireplace in the wintertime or show your kids. This is what happens when you don't pay attention in school, okay? I mean, how in the hell do you draw a turkey? I don't know. Just put your damn hand down on there and, just do it. How you doing, Sky Laura? Collar tip. Having quarterback landing on me sounds like a potty. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, football was. I didn't like soccer too much either. It was too slow of a game. And but baseball and basketball and lacrosse, I enjoyed. Well, thank you, Sky Laura. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I was honored to. And make sure you sub up to Ninth Element. She's a lovely lady. She is a content creator, and she has had some very interesting content that well, she travels, she's got her Honda Element, and I'd like to see you guys sub her up so next time she does a premiere or something, we can support her because she puts the effort in. She cares about, unlike me with the background and stuff, she puts a lot of thought into how she puts her stuff in. McDave says your living room looks like the ultimate place to sit and relax. It's nice. I like to sit over here in what I call the Elvis Travels greasy hair chair over here and just kind of kick back over there, put my feet up and do my editing and all that. And do not forget, yeah, picture of a turkey, take a selfie. Do not forget tomorrow, those of you who weren't on the Las Vegas live stream where we did go to the Oasis Motel where the greatest poker player in history died and passed away, room 6 at the Oasis. That video will be coming out courtesy of Missy, aka chopped 11 minutes out of that, which I downloaded it, reformatted it, and have that ready to go tomorrow. Does she pay people to watch her vids? No, Star Walker, no. There's Missy. Thank you, Missy, for your courtesy. At least you get dressed up for it. Well, you look fine. You look good, Ninth Element, and you're enjoying what you're doing. And then, of course, we had coachisms with the Boyd wrestling, and it's so wild. I think the ladies are so much more enjoyable than watching the guys go. How long will you be doing keto? I'm committed to 30 days. This completes the 5th day for me, and I have to say, we're gonna call it keto light. We're gonna call it having enough to feel satisfied. A little bacon in the morning, a little bacon on the salad, maybe a couple hard-boiled eggs. But the carbs are being crushed down to as close to zero as possible. Now, full disclosure, I did go to the store today, like to 7-Eleven, pick up a few of those sleeves of peanuts. They were only about that long and like that, and they were good, the salted peanuts, and I had some of them today to tide me over. Is that why the head rest? Yes. No, I think there was something genius about him, Cheryl, because I think he could have definitely set records that would have never been equaled, and I think there was something very special about Stu Unger and the whole weird way he carried himself and his history. And just unfortunately getting involved in drugs really pulled, as it would anybody, it pulled him off of the game. What size shoelace does that shirt require, huh? I think that. Macadamia nuts. Yeah, I touched the bed twice, but we can't talk about that. How you doing, James? So, Susie, I hope that answers your question about artistic things. And the question about keto. I find the greatest success I have is when I can sustain something over the long term. people can go 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then they have what I call a breakdown or a psychotic moment, and the next thing you know, their head's buried in a bag of Cheetos, and then a bag of Doritos, and then some Funyuns, and then they kick themselves in the ass because they totally wrecked their diet. So the key is eating enough satisfying, enough filling things that you don't have to go to that psychotic moment where you break the diet. One good blessing for me is I've never been much of a junk food, nor am I an ice cream eater. So that's a big thing. I might have ice cream 3 or 4 times a year, something like that. It's not really my, not, yeah, go a year without sex. There you go. Yeah, they become weak and attack. Did you get the keto flu? I don't think so, gone with the kale. I actually feel stronger. I flag a little bit around 4:30 in the afternoon, and that's my signal to drop a couple eggs for hard-boiled eggs, and then prep up a salad, and then build that salad up, and just keep it big in the bowl, but low in calorie, which was good. I'm completely addicted to sugar. Quirky girl said, "You're not like your cousin." Well, guys are, guys can, they don't get judged as much on appearance and weight and all that kind of thing. They have a much wider zone of, um, big guys do well, small guy. I mean, it's just, but as women, we tend to get judged a lot on our, and a lot harsher on just visual appearance and all that. But none of us are models. None of us are kids. So, what's your favorite vinyl album that you own at this point in time? Tattoo Crazy, and I never bought a vinyl album in my life. Now that's going to shock you, but I was always about broadcast radio. I was never about the person that sets up the record player, the Gerard, the Technics turntable. But when I bought the unit out in the Shine Shack, I think that's, what is that, a Magnavox out there. It came, the people didn't want the records. It had about 50, 45 records, of which Thelma Houston's 45, Don't Leave Me This Way. It also had about 25 LPs. I don't know if you can see them. They're kind of behind the chair in the corner. And I did manage to get Tony Bennett's 1965, I Left My Heart in San Francisco, the original pressing of that. So I would have to say that that's my favorite. Yes, I love carrots. It is true, Jackie. You know that. How are you, Jackie? When men grow old, they're distinguished. When women grow old, they're hags. That's not fair. But I think the paradigm is shifting, though. Well, thank you, Kyle. Some women carry the weight well. Today is a lot easier for women, thank God. It is. The biggest, I've told people on YouTube, and this has gone into my 8th year of speculating about it. The biggest change I've seen over the last 40 years is that not fatter, but women have grown much larger in stature than when I was very young. It seemed like women were much smaller in size. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that the size of the average woman, I think it used to be like 126 pounds, and Cheryl will be able to tell me in 1970 or something that is probably on the order of like 160 pounds, something. That's like almost a 35% gain uh, there, and I've noticed that. How you doing, Lucky Beans? Thank you. I love the schmaltzy music like Perry Como. Sexy curves ahead, bones, etc. So we have spread out everywhere. Well, they're just trying to read what you. Yeah, they're taller. They're. I remember being in college, and I tried to take my mind back to that time, and it just seems like it almost seems like guys are the same stature. But when I think back and think of people that I graduated with and other people, women, they seem to have been much smaller stature. So I don't know whether it's the diet or what the hell it is. Yeah, the girls will be bigger. Hello, Elmer. How are you? As a kid, I remember women gossiping about how small another woman's waist was with envy. You don't really see, Teresa, those super skinny waistlines anymore, which I'll be honest, I never found very attractive anyway. But um, you know that I don't know what I call the Gone with the Wind. What is that? The 13-inch waist, 17-inch waist, or something like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There was a horse running in the 8th race at Gulfstream named Beautiful Rosie at 21, but got scratched and didn't run. Oh, Johnny, too bad. Um, they called them 78s, didn't they, Sean? More cushion for the push. Women would actually take worm. They would buy. Oh, they would take worms. They would buy the diet. Wow. Yeah, the girls of the class of '88 are bigger than the girls of the class of '71. World evolution. I noticed it. Well, I'm not. I'm not talking about that. Hey, Angus, you got to know when is when. I think it's like the food. It's the diet. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah, some would have ribs removed back in the day. Exactly. Just left you a comment, but the idea of beauty changes, and um, I think it's good on our society that we've gotten away. When I grew up in this, came of age in the '70s and started observing like covers of magazines and Twiggy and Cheryl Tiegs and these kind of models, and it used to, used to frustrate girls I knew in college about trying to live up to that, trying to live up to that sort of image and weight and all that, and you can really make your life miserable, And I noticed today that we celebrate women more in terms of their individuality, and we've pulled away from just purely looks based, liking somebody or not. And I really like that. I really do. Love a Marilyn Monroe look. Yes, it was healthy. I put my feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk last week. Somebody take a screenshot of Ray Ray. I'm going to report that into the FBI. Today, British women are 5 feet tall on average, 11 stone, have dress size 16. Well, Cheryl, if 90% of the audience here doesn't even know what the hell a stone is, besides something you pick out of your garden there. So if you want to convert that for your south of the border pals here, that would be great. You only were supposed to eat salad, right? And Triggy really needs to eat a burger. I think men have become the new women with everyone trying to work out and overdoing it. I've noticed that there has been a rise of vanity uh, among men, and I've said before that I think the role that men perceive themselves today is confused. Because we had to go against thousands of years of evolutionary history to get guys thinking in a different way today about women, their role in society, taking the wheel of power and other things in a lot of different places, and it's you can sort of see. I mean, I can sort of see that struggle of men trying to define their place now, so they don't end up being dinner on the quote Black Widow's menu. Getting past that exactly. Trying to find an article not from the UK. I know the stone is a weight in England, but if I go to the Whole Foods market or whatever, I go to the fruit dick here up here on the corner, and he's how much peaches you want? I'll take a stone of peaches. You think 14 pounds is one stone? I really don't want a man on steroid looking himself in the mirror. I mean, that's. I would agree with you, C. Robbins. I would agree. I really would agree with that. There's something to that. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go down that line, but um, when I grew up, men never really, you know, were that much into how they looked or things. As long as they were showered and their hair was combed and their teeth were brushed and their beard or mustache was well kept, nobody thought twice about it. And now it's more manscaping and I don't know. I don't want to think we're going to have some role reversal here. I don't know. Right? Yeah, looks and body shape, but a good woman is a good woman their entire life. However, today a size 12 would fit a woman with a 39-inch bust and 32, which sort of explains why the dress you got in a vintage store doesn't quite fit properly. Okay. Now size 12 is obese in America. I don't know. Yeah, the Dr. Sasquatch soap. I mean, come on, man. Really? God, I remember we just used to grab a bar of Dial soap, right? Grab a bar of Dial soap and just get to it, man. I mean, I'm not going to speak for women, but I guess I'm talking about like what you would call bespoken manliness. You didn't um, you didn't promote yourself. You just were yourself. That was the image. You showed up and you looked unremarkable, but in that unremarkableness was attractiveness. I think to a lot of women and stuff. Why I hate women, dude. Men being less attention to being fit and strong, weird times. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I don't want to make anybody. I don't want to make anybody mad out there. Just some of my speculations of the old bird, and I'm one to talk. I'm all over the map, right? So that's right, Ninth Element, size fabulous. If I sent a few records and a half decent no, Dude's World, I don't want anybody to send me any records or awful kind of you. I'm trying to downsize and get rid of things. And I don't listen to records, to be honest with you, except at Christmas time when we put some Andy Williams on and do that. So very kind of you. A co-worker told me head cheese was a big turnoff. Come on, man. Turd burglar. Anton Smith says, hey, Gia says, I miss cross-dressing. Yeah, I don't like media demasculating men. And I think it's kind of a spooky thing. It really is kind of a spooky thing because I look at young women today and they just seem full on point. You know what I mean? They seem like they get all their ducks in a row and they're just like bang, 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 bang without just punching right through the waves and moving forward. And then I see men trying to adapt to the world of women today, and some of them adapt quite well, and some of them are in the great middle ground of just figuring shit out. And some of them don't adapt well to that at all. So it's kind of no. Actually, I didn't miss an eye. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed an eyelid there. I just couldn't look down. My boob was too far out to see. Tara loved your clothes. Trump is looting the White House right now, Ray Ray. I don't know. Tomorrow will be 4 days to go. This will be Trump's last weekend in the White House. I'm not going to go down the line of talking about politics. I think we're all so burned out on the elections, the Georgia elections, the overrunning of the Capitol building. I think a lot of us will be ready to turn the page here. So, Cindy Lou, do you watch Ms. Fucking MFW? I check in once in a while with her just to see what's going on. And Yeah, I do check in on her once in a while, but I'm not what you would call a faithful um, follower. I've got nothing against her. It's just that she likes it a lot more rough and tumble than I do, which is fine. I mean, she'll tell you I'm an honest person, and I just put it out there my life, and it gets raw, but that's who she is. So I would never disrespect her in any way, shape, or form. So, white and pink are your con. Well, thank you. The future Marlboro man will have a pacifier in his mouth. Dun 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 do 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 do. Hold on a minute. Do do. So I wish everybody the best on YouTube. I remember when she came over and commented when I had that video that the Pakistan government asked to be removed from being shown in Pakistan there. I don't know whether it was, I can't remember what the hell it was, a bikini video or something like that. And she commented in the comment section, way to go, Rosie. Do you think that Trump should go to jail? No, I don't. He's going to have a tough enough go in society, and um, reestablishing. I know Deutsche Bank cut ties with him, and commercial banking is going to be difficult to establish. And he comes out to run businesses in pandemic times, okay? And I mean, he'll have a lot of people to contribute, but he's going to have massive legal bills coming up, and his lawyers run something on the order of $2,000 an hour or something like that. All right. He may be eating Melania's tail. I don't know. Come to Marlboro country. Yeah, why bother? What's the point? Do we really want to go down that road? Does it really have the feel good factor once the president's out of office? I think the appetite for the post game show goes down dramatically. Plus, it's very worrisome now. We better keep our eye on what's coming now and what President-elect Biden is going to be proposing and doing here. I know we're talking about 1,400 in additional stimulus, and the pandemic. I don't know for the self-employed or else. We'll see. All this stuff costs real money, though. Yeah. Hey, if you want to kick it, then God bless. That's what I say. If you got a hard on to take it to the courts and things, then God bless you. That's your deal. For me, I'm more concerned about where's the virus gone, where's the economy gone, where's society gone? Are we going to become radicalized in the next, over the next 4 to 8 years? Is the left going to extract some retribution now that they're in power, and they're going to be kicking ass? I mean, that's the things I worry about. Yeah, retire to Mar-a-Lago. Belief from country before. That's right, country before individual. And what is the song from Frozen? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, well, thank you, Tish. I appreciate that. He has been impeached already, Gregory. He is impeached. There's some confusion amongst some people that impeachment is not the same as removal of the office. The House of Representatives can impeach, but the United States Senate votes on the removal of office based on evidence presented by House managers in a trial held before the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. No, I don't agree with you. You're wrong. Don't want kids or grandkids paying for this BS, right? So I said everybody has opinions about the way that how can a plum be impeached? I like that. Well, we're about to see. So yeah, he will be. It's hard to say. You're looking at some time between that when that trial opens, and it's hard to make predictions about things. You can only impeach a president, not a citizen. But if the impeachment's already taken place, though, so since the impeachment has taken place, you must have a trial. So That just follows the Constitution. So unless I don't know if you could ever vote to rescind impeachment or what, I doubt that would really be kooky. So GOP going to roll over on Trump to save their own money. Some crazy behavior coming up. Yeah, how you doing, Alpine? Nice to see you, beautiful. Good to see you. Armchair quarterbacks. 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. O'Kelly fades back in the pocket, steps up, launches end zone, intercepted. Yeah, I don't want it in the news feed. Tell us about the Green Door. Okay, the Green Door was a adult swingers club in Las Vegas. This is pre-pandemic times, all right? This is when you could still, go places. You didn't have to wear a mask and stuff like that. And uh, my overarching thought on the Green Door, Susie, was it was a colossal waste of money. Okay. Um, I don't know what to tell you. You go inside and there's some guy going at it with two girls, and it's just like, okay, I've seen, thank you, leave now, and just lots of guys milling around, and they're just aimlessly, like just like shuffling, like they're just going in a circle, waiting for something to happen, and nothing ever happens. No, it wasn't members only. Un poquito español, pero mi español es muy mal, muy mal. Green Door with D, and it was also with Vegas Vixen. They had the hot tub that was kind of cool, and but nowadays, you really, whew, the hell's floating in that hot tub. Good thing. Good thing I'm built like a brick shit house and strong as an ox. You know what I mean? The stuff I've been subjected to. I want to see a bright future for the world. Yeah, exhibitionists and all that, doing the curly shuffle. Why would people go there? Because there is a small percentage, and I do mean it's probably micro tiny, guys that like to be voyeurs, hoping to see something and willing to pay, I don't know, $50 or whatever to go in. And then you have a core of what I call like exhibitionists, which I would probably be considered one. Didn't really care that much about it, but it was a colossal waste of money. You couldn't get a drink inside. You're not allowed to serve alcohol in these clubs. So we would find ourselves after a half hour coming out, getting dressed, going next door to the bar, drinking a pitcher of beer, and then coming back over to the club again. Nothing's going on, and back over to the bar. It was it was just I laugh about doing it again, but I wouldn't waste the money on that. What are your plans this weekend? I'm going to do Kitchen Stadium tomorrow. I got to do some grocery shopping. I'm going to do some work in the shop, and then we're going to be in Kitchen Stadium. Hot tub with suit of. Been a long day. Okay, Tattoo Crazy. Take care. Yeah, behind the Green Door was Marilyn Chambers' movie, which I guess came out in, I don't know, 73 or 74. Last call for alcohol. The Green Door is a nudie bar. It's quirky, girl. It's more like a swingers club. There's another one called what the hell was it called, Cheryl? The Red Rooster. That was more like you had to be vetted to go in. Anybody couldn't show up. You had to apply for the circle, like to get into it, to be in the to go into the, what was it, the Red Rooster Club or something like that. But one for me was enough. I didn't have any interest in going over to another. The backing is coming off. Yeah, they've been stretched so tight that it blew out. I mean, let me tell you, man, I'm packed in heat right here. How long do you think these things last, right? There was a club so in Portland, Oregon, inspired by Ron Jeremy. Wow, huh? I don't know. Vetted means you have to be, they have to look at you or look at your picture. You probably got to then come to the door. Somebody's going to got to look you over and either make your ego feel good or crush your ego at that moment. Who in the hell needs that, right? Hey, beep, beep. Who needs that? I don't know. Um, it was in a very sketch area. I think it was off Sahara Avenue. Back in there. It was just, I don't know. It was fun. It was great for video content, doing a pregame video, then a mid halftime video, and then doing a capping uh, video on that. And, it was fun to talk about on video, but it was just not so good. I mean, I like to, meet a girl, woo a girl, and all that. And then you don't want to go into a club, and these days you don't know what the hell, right? Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. The Red Roosters Swinging Club. Yeah, you could put an eye out. Yeah, grease someone's palm. This cleavage for real. So me some naked. Now I'd rather go down to. Truth be told, I'd rather go down to Havasu, Lake Havasu, and have more fun with a party boat of girls, or just going out topless on the speedboats that go up and down the Colorado River or whatever there under London Bridge and blah, blah, blah. That's a lot more fun to me than drinking some beers and cutting loose with some people, not being in some dark and dingy club where um, the guys that work there look like they're about 177 years old and all. It's just really spooky, creeping around. You bring your own place feel into swinging life, and imagine that the room, yeah, girls gone wild. To me, that's a lot more fun, Jay Holly, too, because I'd like to be on a boat, kind of drifting down. I mean, to me, that's good adult fun, But um, you just you don't know. You can't sit down in these clubs. You can't do anything. You don't want to touch anything. I have been to a nude beach. If you see my video reflecting on my day at Black's Beach, nude beach, it might be called My Day on a Nude Beach. Went down with Elvis Travels down to Black Beach, and it was a killer to get, dangerous to get down there, and life-threatening to get back up because it's so damn steep, and it wasn't worth it. Okay, another thing that it was cool to say you went there, and I'll never go bottomless, but I was topless down there. But it was not, mm, the old saying on the beach, those you want to see naked, you never will, and those that you don't want to see naked, you will see naked on there. So take that for what it's, stick to the couch. Exactly. Yeah, but I'm basically close to nude with my Dorito bikini, so there you go. Bill Ellis says, I belong to a swingers needlepoint club. I love that. Pop that record on, lady. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count that stitch. Bring in those Chippendales. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Black's Beach. The hill was it was astounding. It took the starch out of you at the end of the day. And I honestly thought, um, this is going to sound horrible. I thought I would be videoing Elvis's death. Okay, I thought to myself, no way this guy's going to be able to climb up this. It's an unrelenting. It's like a climbing a 50-story building or something to get the hell out of there. And it's like this, okay? And I just thought to myself, this guy's gonna die. That's why I kind of had like the Marine Corps look on him coming up this thing, but he made it. He made it. Why are so many nudist people that maybe should keep that? I think it's something that um, I think it's something that trends out of Europe and things. I mean, there's a certain freedom to being nude, I guess, on the beach, and a lot of people in Europe look at Americans and things and wonder, wow, what's the big deal if a girl doesn't have her top on? And I've seen plenty of girls topless on Pacific Beach in California, which is legal, by the way. And, they think we're kind of stodgy and stuff like that. So, also, some people have used it as like a constitutional audit to go out there and do it and then defy the law to get involved in it. There was a girl on, what was it, Myrtle Beach last summer that was probably wearing a Dorito bikini, and they kind of arrested her, right? And told her to get to, hit the road or whatever down there. And the needlepoint's all about the prick. There you go. How you doing, Joey D? German women don't shave and it's unsettling. Well, French women don't shave either. At least they didn't when I was there. He has difficulties climbing. But he made it up the hill. Right? Hey, Janet, what's going on? And I did a video afterward talking about reflecting on my thoughts. And it's one of those things that I never had my heart set on ever going to a nude beach. I didn't care one way or another. But I thought that's one of those things that's interesting in life if you experienced it and went to it. There were probably only 30 people down there on the beach because they say there's a better place to access it. But just to be able to say I had the experience was pretty cool. And I'm all about getting experiences, doing things and having the memories. Just because you don't go doesn't mean that you participate. Like the Green Door, the Red Rooster Club or whatever. You just go, you take it in, and you gather your experience. I remember I was walking topless through that hall at the Green Door, and this this guy comes through the other direction. I guess you saw my boobies. Said, "God damn!" Must have looked like two torpedoes coming out of tubes 1 and 2 at the guy. I don't know. Who wouldn't want to be on a nude beach? I would not seek it out. I would not seek it out. To tell you the truth, McDave, I don't want to see, the hot dog and bits flopping around. Hot dog and beans. And I mean, that's just me, okay? That's me. Yeah. Life is all about taste. You only need to take. Exactly, Teresa. Exactly. I think Cheryl has the video there on it. More like on to his show. You pinching me? Don't worry, Martin. I like Bruce. So it was one of those experiences that I'm very glad I did. But I see absolute pointlessness in going back again and being involved in a nude beach. Just not my thing. Not my thing. Yeah, you have nudist beaches in the UK. Wow, talk about shriveling your bits in the UK. Wow. No, I didn't sideswipe them. Nope, I didn't sideswipe. Well, don't arrive nude, just tan that way. Well, they don't. I don't see anybody walking down with their bits hanging out, up or down. You do disrobe when you get down there, and it's just after you're just checking stuff out for a few minutes, and guys start to move their towels toward. You have the creeping towel syndrome where towels are starting to move closer to you. Guys want to check you out, and it just gets a little old. Yeah, I don't get the drama about the nudity. I don't get the drama about that whatsoever. Yeah, they're real big. What does a castrated rooster a doodle do? That's it. Exactly. No naked volleyball. Exactly. So it was interesting. Um, but America is different than Europe. I don't think in Sweden or don't they go into thermal springs, men and women, or co-share saunas? And am I wrong? Am I thinking wrong on that about Norway or Sweden or Denmark, where maybe Iceland, where they have thermal springs and nobody makes a big? It's just. Um, I think it's such a thing there that I think we tend to sexualize things, whereas they just look at it as, whatever, whatever. Yeah, if you see a pair of binoculars, man, that's going to be a real creep alert, Star Walker. You know what I'm saying? You look up and you see some asshole 100 yards, like. I mean, that's like I think that's like the ultimate. Um, I mean, that's the ultimate low rent thing to do on a nude beach, even on a regular beach when when girls are being oogled or whatever, and right in Central Coast, all kinds of hot springs, everyone's naked in there. There you go. Yeah, Susie says, I know it's so different in Europe. What's happening, Mike Jordan? Sex and nudity are happening tonight. I know they do in Finland, and I just don't think. Uh, isn't it amazing? I mean, culture is such an amazing thing to study culture and the way that you're raised um, the limitations on culture and the way that some cultures frown on public nudity and others kind of embrace it. It's interesting, you know. I mean, you'd never see a nude beach in China or Hong Kong, and there are beaches there. There's Hainan Island, which is a beautiful vacation province off the coast of southern China and stuff, but you would never, there's just it would never fly over there. It would never get off the ground. How did you feel when Marshall took Viagra on the beach? I didn't really care. We went down. We initially separated our two ways. I think he was much more shy than I was. I just moved 20 feet to the right and just, whipped my top off and frolicked in the ocean and did my thing, laid out, sat in a chair, and he went down about 100 yards down the beach at first, and then later I went up and joined him, and I think there was a little. I mean, I'm not staring. I've never commented on anybody's physical appearance on YouTube, and I would not on that. But I don't know. To me, I don't know why you take Viagra to go down, but uh, not much to pop a bird down there. I don't know. They warn women in Florida not to swim in the ocean during their period. We can imagine that. Yeah, that's a nice menu. Hey, Fupa, how you doing? I'm sure Fupa Fabulous has been to. I'm sure Fupa Fabulous is entertained on a nude beach before, right, Fupa? Out there. I like I like big dogs. I like big sloppy dogs like uh, retrievers and Chesapeake Bay retrievers and Labrador. I like big dogs, big sloppy dogs. I like them. So sounds revolting. We can't comment on how hot people look. I'm not commenting on the size of somebody's male genitalia, okay? Or why they would take Viagra. To me, it's just a personal choice. It doesn't impact me, right? I'm kind of doing my own thing, and I don't, it's like anything for the show. Okay, so, yes, Fupa Fabulous said, yes, yes, I've done that. I've done that nudie beach, Rosie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Viagra actually makes it far more enjoyable when blood vessels are fed. It's certainly different than natural. Sorry, hope that wasn't TMI. No problem, C. Robbins. They have a nude beach called Lido Beach. I'm enjoying your menu more. In the nude beach, though, yeah, Fupa. My eldest dog is a dog, half boxer and half man. Yeah, I don't know why it was taken to go to the beach. Like I say, we consumed a lot of our time on the streets of Mexico searching cheap Viagra. Okay, that's you know. Okay, we go in and you got this, and how much is it per 10? Okay, now we're 100 pesos there. Then we're over to the next store, and it's like, okay, why don't you just stand out on the corner and just say, hey, man, I can't get it up? Called Moose Knuckler. Yeah, Golden Retriever. I just like big dog. Damn would think he was being a bit of a perv. A true showgirl. Viagra gone wrong. They do have procedures. It does happen, Susie. It does happen that a guy can get what they call engorged, and for some reason I mean, there was, who the hell was it? Somebody in the community. Oh hell, maybe it was on Adult Friend Finder or something like that. Somebody had to have a surgery to release release the blood. It's like, wow, okay, that makes it more exciting at the finish, right? Yeah, it actually is sildenafil or something. There is actually some. Good night, EJ. There is actually some procedure that I'm sure at the ER on a Friday night that comes in. They're like, oh God. Somebody comes up with something stuck up their tuchus. Oh God. You can imagine some of the cafeteria talk down there between shifts and things. What'd you do today? I pulled this out of a guy's ass, right? Or this guy had a boner that wouldn't let go, right? Isn't that what they warn you? Beware if you have an erection lasting more than, I don't know, 4 hours or something. Like hours, can't imagine. You're just walking in like, they see you coming a mile away. Hey, prepare the table. Blood kind of can form if it stays erect too long. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could. I don't know. They use the truth. Yeah, I like guys. I do kind of take a chance. Then they use a needle to drain the blood away. That's right. I'm trying to remember, boss. Who in the hell had that? Somebody had that problem 2 times, and I can't remember who in the hell. I mean, they were very shockingly straightforward about it. Did they have any quiet nights? I bet they wish they had those days back again, when they didn't have to worry about dropping dead, when I didn't have to go into a hospital wearing a full-on bubble and, um, micro Kevlar outfits and, bubble helmets and all that. I bet they yearn for those days. Yep. Down, let me at it. Yeah, Foop is like, an erection, it will not go down. Let me at him. Phew, that girl's on top of it. So Daggy, I did it for 10 hours one time and letting it go away. Okay, well, there you go, scum. There's the ultimate prize for the lady. Remember, yeah, thumbs up appreciated, guys. If we're near 4 hours, I should be so lucky. So I don't know what the attraction was. Maybe, as Dave said, it's an enhancement to sex as if you're a male. If you do take Viagra, I don't know. I've never taken it before, so I don't know. It just I don't know. Drunk at the bus stop is okay. I don't know. Dionysius, huh? What? Looking for? I don't know. Wasn't Dionysius the one that walked through the town with a lantern looking for one honest man or something? I don't know. I only majored in philosophy, so that might have. I could be wrong about that. Ecstasy is the best for sex. I don't know. I've never partaken in that. Tried once, but was scared. Yeah, scum. There you go. I like drugs. Scum, you are a friggin' hoot, I'll tell you. Then they have, I don't know what the mechanics of that is. They have the Cialis, which is supposed to be good for like 3 days or something like that. But um, I remember some people used to come in and complain of having blue vision, seeing blue spots and things. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But see a doctor if you have it's a different experience. Yeah. Do 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 do. A god of women and wine. A Dionysius. Who was the one I'm thinking about that? Who in the hell was the guy that went around looking for? Might have been the same name. I don't know. Yeah, Dionysius was the god of wine and love. That's right. Chemistry is the best. I would agree. Ninth element. Call a cab now. There you go. Yeah, I'm 41 years young, no Viagra. I think I would have to enjoy taking a pill. Would make me anxious. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why isn't the, I thought that they did. I thought that they did develop something for women, Susie, didn't they? They were talking about uh, something for women, but for a man, it's more of a mechanical problem, to a physics problem to be solved. You have chambers to be filled, and the dam doesn't open, and well, what the hell, right? Thank you, Helka, for Helka. Thank you. Dionysius of God, winemaking, his Roman name was Bacchus. Thank you. Hey, Jimmy the hobo, what's going on? I knew we talking sex. Jimmy would show up tonight. Roy, serious bullshit. Died taking Viagra, getting ready, lost his color. Wow, wow, Roy. Wow. Would you have a mansion in L.A.? What area of L.A.? Are you going to stick me down on Skid Row? Are you going to bulldoze this plot and build me a mansion in the middle of this shithole on Main Street? Or where is it going to be? Would I have a mansion on Beverly Hills? Would I be in the Hollywood Hills with an infinity pool? And a real Playboy party scene with the grand piano, like something out of 10 with Dudley Moore, right? All that. Tell me where my mansion is. Where is my mansion? Okay. That's going to be an important determinant. Yeah, I know some people. Oh, I have my manhood in my hands. Thank you, Jimmy. There you go. Testosterone replacement is recommended for an ED drug. Okay. 10-person tent on Venice Beach. God almighty. Oh. Oh, last time I was down on Venice Beach, it was all I could do to stop from retching. And it's a shame because um, I don't know, I don't think I took Chris down there. Kev TV and I went down there. And, the Muscle Beach part was closed, the wait area. And I know I've heard they've cleared off Venice Beach, but it was horrific. The smells and the just constant smell of urine down there. So I'm not sure. I'm tempted to go out and spend a night on the streets here with you guys. I think that could be interesting. Um, See what that's like, but that's fraught with peril in itself. That's a different kind of proposition. I don't know. Warren, all you got to do is put your email and a password, and you're into the Discord, and then you just chat away in the general chat. You come and go as you want, disclose what you like or what you don't like, and keep your private information private. Go in, and it's like a 24-hour message board. That's all it is. It's like a 24-hour chat room that's tied not just to this channel, but general conversations. Probably going to take about 6 months till that really becomes a regular thing for people. You ever watch German Invent? No. Quirky says, my turtle can't mate. He has reptile dysfunction. No, I didn't watch German Inventish. I didn't see that. Microdosing of mushrooms would be much more, but I don't know. The German dude on bike, he is beautiful. Discord's gone good. It's only been gone for maybe about a week or so, and a few people pop in during the day. I always say I'm going to try to pop. I try to pop in at least once a day. But more people will pick that up as they go on, and then it'll be a place to hang out. You can talk about the channel. A lot of uh, IRL streamers have discords, a lot of gamers and people like that. Hey, Big Ant, how are you? Venice has a smelly shithole. I would say, Jimmy, it does. Um, but it was at its absolute worst when I was down there in, where was I down in, early December or late November? It had just, I didn't think it could go any lower. I honest to God didn't think that it could get any worse. And we were there, and I had it on my live stream that a cop was there, and she was taking somebody out and making him take apart. I mean, it's just a really rough scene, and it's emblematic, Jimmy, of a lot of LA right now. That it is a city that's really lost control, and they could really slide off the deep end if somebody doesn't get a handle. Ellen did a parody a couple years ago, the Lost Cardad. Would you be a lost cardinal? And if you were on a show, what show would you like? Would you be like a talk show or regular? I think it'd be fun to go on like a talk show and be interviewed by, network host. Remember years ago, I was invited to go on to, the hell was that show? The Tosh O show on the Comedy Network. But at that time, I deferred going on at that particular time. I just didn't feel like it was right at that time in my life to go in there. So I turned that down on there. But yeah, it would be at this point in my life, I definitely would. It wouldn't matter anymore, but it would be kind of cool. The whole boardwalk is nothing but homeless people, drug addicts, and scumbags. Just sit there and watch Tasho roll my videos where I'm making a real ass out of myself and sit there and then figure, how am I going to rip this guy a new asshole while I'm on TV here? Still can't believe the trash and hazmat public restrooms in LA. Yeah, it is sad. What's really shocking to me is the number of you got your fishing license, great. It's the amount of trash that sits on random corners, even in nice neighborhoods. Trash isn't always being collected out there, and it's dirty. It's dirty. Um, Tosh is, well, he is. Tasho is just there to which I don't care. I mean, Nomadic Fanatic went on there, and I wouldn't have really given a shit, but the time just wasn't right for me. But I would be back there in a heartbeat now, just laughing about all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Jay Berlin, how are you? Okay, take care, Elmer. Yeah, the garbage piled up just stunned me. Even on the outskirts of Koreatown, there was just, or even in Koreatown, which was popping, busy, restaurants, uh, just doing great. Now that's all killed, but I'm just saying, the volume of trash, the number of homeless people just spread all throughout the city. And I got nothing against homeless people, I swear to God, but I'm just saying, you have to have a coordinated approach to deal with stuff. So, yeah, twisted my arm to come watch Rosie. Yeah, what a bitch, right, Jimmy? How you doing, Joan? In Texas, we'd help you get to recovery center, get you clean meals and jobs, a second chance to life. But what if you're just flooded with it, C. Robbins? You know what I mean? What if you're just flooded? I'm new. Hello, Annalyn. I live here in Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to you. I have quite a few subscribers in the Philippines and Japan. Thank you. Yeah, welcome, Annalyn, to the chat tonight. So, yeah, it was disheartening about LA. Even in front of $1 million apartment houses. When I was metal detecting that street, and I found that 50 cent, that 1912 S 50-cent piece. I showed you guys. I walked down with the camera when I was doing recording. There was couches sitting out there, and half-eaten containers of food in cardboard boxes, just street after street after street down there. So I don't, it's hard to, it's hard to fathom how you get out of that. Chinatown had collapsed over there, right? That was a done deal. And literally, the only place that was really popping was the garment district, the fashion district, the diamond district that I saw. And MacArthur Park was overrun with homeless and just constant smell of urine. There were rats everywhere. I've never seen a park so infested with rats in my life down there. To the point, I'm pretty fearless when it comes to metal detecting, but I would be afraid of getting a disease digging in the ground to pull something out, right? Because somebody probably whizzed there 10 times, right? Hey, Kaylee. Yeah, you can understand being homeless by choice on the beach. Well, remember, a lot of services are given out here. I got a boo. I hate to use this. I'm going to the Philippines one day. I think you would enjoy it. I think you would enjoy it a lot. Yeah. LA found furniture, chooch and chat. That's it. I have a good damn time down. I'd like to see Kev again and hang out with him. I do miss Korean food tremendously, but I don't do DoorDash or Grubhub or Postmates here. I'd rather just get something simpler, something like that. You want to see rats, you have to go to the southeast. I lived in Hong Kong. You're not telling me anything about rats, Jimmy. Are you kidding me, brother? I lived in China for 5 years. Well, hui zhang goi. Well, zhang de goi is your hun hao ting. All right, I speak fluent Chinese. I lived there, man. You don't have to tell me about rats in Hong Kong the size of this, man. Okay? I mean, these things had some appreciable meat on the bone. I'm just saying. MacArthur Park was stinking. I know rats. I know rats. Or a needle syringe. Yeah, but it's attractive to me to metal detect there just by virtue of the fact it just is so counterintuitive to where people would naturally want to metal detect. Yeah, Jimmy, I spent 5 years I worked for Royal Bank of Canada and opened up China for Royal Bank for currency trading, private banking, and commercial banking services, and also expat services up there. Had a good time. I never saw anybody eat a rat. I never saw a rat on the menu in China. But I did, I don't know, Jimmy, if you've been to the Philippines, but I sure as hell enjoyed my time in Manila, Cebu, and those particular areas, although I'd stay out of Angeles City down there. Wharf rats keep chewing to keep their, you want to see a rat meet someone in the witness protection program. You dirty rat, you stole pigeon. I'm gonna get you if it's the last thing I do when I get out of here. I'm gonna get you. Yeah. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated, guys. If you're enjoying the chat tonight, it's good to have. I seen barbecue rat on the side of the road in Thailand. So I guess if you prepare, China got nothing on rats compared to North. There you go, Chef. I guess Chef lives in Texas too. He's bought himself a nice stead. He's working on. This guy spent a shitload of time in New Orleans. He knows any city. Baltimore, huge friggin' rats. Manila, Philippines, huge rats. Hong Kong, huge rats. Beijing, huge rats. Shanghai, big rats. My time in Sichuan and Chongqing, and out that way. I mean, they got huge rats. Saw a riverback as big as a Chinese, man. Try skunk. I heard the taste lasts all night. I don't think you can eat skunk. I don't know. Probably not a hell of a lot of meat on it. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Joan, good to have you. No rat for me. Would I eat it? Would I try it? Yeah, I would try it if it's prepared. I would try a bite of it just to see what the hell it's. Nutra rats are huge in Louisiana. Aren't they really tame, like Nutra rats? You have to go to kick it and it just falls over and gets itself, Hey, Mark Dodge, haven't seen you in a hot minute. Skunk disgusts me. I think, well, we call them polecats where I grew up, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. Would you be a sorority girl? Yes. Remember, I was dressed as sorority girl Rosie, right? And my pink Dorito there with the long hair with the pigtails on it. Yep. Yeah, I would definitely been that. But you girls better keep your doors locked. Yeah, they have them in the Central Valley. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're all about. Gator, I've had alligator. I've had alligator. I had that at the T&N. What is that place in Baton Rouge? It's the unofficial home of the LSU Tigers. T&S or something like that. And that was good. They had a fried alligator. They'd made it into balls and fried it, and it was nice and spicy. It was like they used hot pepper in it. It was good. Nutri-Rats, 25 for Kai. What's the most interesting thing you've eaten? Probably scorpion. I went to way back when we were first getting established and getting contracts signed. This was after Tiananmen Square, and I was one of the first Western people allowed back in. And if I'd been working for an American company, it probably would have nixed it. But because I was working for a Canadian company, it was a different story. But signing some contracts and things for joint venture agreements, we went to the Forbidden City, and our host partners put on a really stately dinner with like 20 courses, beautiful women serving, and just right in the middle of this, all lit up, and with the Temple of Heaven there and all that, just incredible. And we had scorpion, we had camel, which was interesting, and then some of the more traditional, I guess, eating balut, which is a partially fermented embryo in the Philippines. That's a pretty interesting eating experience. It's more of a mind fuck, pardon the French, than it seems worse than it is. So eels, I've eaten eels. I've eaten pickled, jellyfish, all that. It's just so common fare over there. So common, delicious. What sorority? I don't know about any sororities. I don't know. I had some dried mini frogs in Phnom Penh. Just had scorpion in Mexico a few months ago. Yeah, it was interesting to me. Obviously, they're clipping off the stinger in the back of the scorpion, but it was crunchy. It was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, you're looking at a nation, a country that has 5,000 years of history. We have 200 and what, coming up to 200. They got 5,000. They've perfected how to make stuff taste good that would sound revolting. Camel actually tasted pretty good. It was a very smooth. I remember it was kind of yellowish, yellow brownish, but it was good. I think that they had actually brined that or pickled that. So climb, especially when you're on Viagra. If you get past the feathers and beak, you got it made. Exactly. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a nutty taste to it. I thought it was pretty good. I finally have something in common. Eating weird shit in foreign countries. There you go. There you go, Jimmy. It only took, what, 5 years? Find some common ground with Jimmy. But I do envy, Jimmy, your expat escapades down in Mexico. Any busting of the balls was strictly because of envy on my part. And I'm still working part-time, and life in the bubble in hospital settings. It sucks. What am I making in Kitchen Stadium tomorrow? I'm going to take a foil pack. I'm going to put shrimp in there, green onion, onions, carrots. I got a few other things to put in, some Old Bay and some Knorr chicken powder. I'm going to wrap that all up, and I'm going to put that on the grill about maybe 8 minutes on each side. We're going to check that out and see. That's going to be a really low carb meal, which is going to be great. Camel, yeah. Remember, there's a lot of camels in Asia, especially in China. When that's how a lot of people get across the Silk Road in Western China. Because remember, the capital of China, Beijing, is a relatively new thing. They've had capitals in Tianjin and out temporarily in not for hundreds of years, thousands of years in Western China, more on the end of the Silk Road out there. So there, you see a lot of camels out in Western China. Shrimp. It would bring you health. So they say. What is that? I think the camels in Asia are like the one hump variety, whereas the ones in Africa are the two hump variety. I believe that's true. I wouldn't swear to that, but there's a difference between the uh, I think the camels in Asia. Um, I don't know. I can't. There's something difference between the two. Are you at a high risk? Yes, I'm at high risk now. I wear a bubble every day, bubble helmet and everything. Sitting at a desk trying to push paper around. Now, somebody I've worked with just came down with COVID, so dog from Filipino neighbor. Yeah, remember, your brain needs glucose. I've eaten plenty today, boss. I had some bacon. I had some two little bags of peanuts. I had two more strips of bacon in a fully loaded salad tonight. Glass of orange juice. I feel good. I feel good. Alice the camel has one hump. Exactly. You too, Kaylee. Makes jasmine rice too. I'm not going to have anything. This is going to be a big ass patch. This is going to be a whole big loaded bowl, and I'm going to chomp down on that. Okay, shrimp are like virtually no calories at all. All right, stay clear. Well, I am. I bet your ass I'm staying clear. But I've noticed that my hours are starting to really creep up again now because of people continuing to bail out of, taking leaves of absence from hospitals and shit right now. Thank you, Popo. Yeah, dog and all that. Just it's different cultures, It's just different ways. Uh, I full disclosure, I've had that before in Asia. I didn't seek it out; it was served to me. And I remember Sue Pete was in here one night, my friend Sue Pete, and she heard that, and she just, bye Rosie, unsub, blocked, and moved on. You got to understand the parameters of cultural differences in countries. People don't think they do these days more. You'll see more Chinese have dogs as pets, but you got to understand people could barely feed themselves in all the way up through about 1990. They had famines and cultural revolutions and grain failure, harvest failures. Nobody had ability to have a dog or a pet, anything like that. Shrimp has a lot of cholesterol. That's okay. That's good fat. That's good. That's good. Hell is for children. Hell is for animals. Crabs, healthy carbs, function the body best. So a little cholesterol is good. They called my sister back to work for the sex. She's retired. Yeah, they're going to need every nurse to give out vaccines, boss. They're even pressing dentists into service right now. Why? Because the fear of the virus mutating faster than the vaccine can establish enough immunity so the virus slows down. When the hell's that showing down? I'll get the cursor on there. It's doer side will be invisible. What on YouTube, a Vice episode, Wet Dog Market, neighbor hates me, feeding for countries where they've known real hunger. What? That's right. They just eat what they can. They eat what they can find. I mean, a lot of those markets. There's a place I know the boss knows it. There's a place across. Hong Kong Island is there, and then you go on the Star Ferry. You go north, and you reach Kowloon, which is a peninsula. It comes down, and then above Kowloon is the Northern Territories, and then there's China above that. Well, when you take the Star Ferry across from Hong Kong Island, you land in Kowloon, and they have a place called the Mongkok Market where they used to have all kinds of caged animals and things like that. And probably about, I want to say 25 years ago, they got rid of that. They got rid of that market. Why? Because people started to keep dogs and cats as pets, and then naturally the idea came to them that this ain't cool, because they'd never had the experience as a culture with pets before. It's unknown in China. You would have literally, guys, this is going to sound insane. You would have people walking around parks in China that have crickets in bamboo little cages that they walk around with them. They come out in the morning, it's got a little hook on it. They hook it on the pipe or on the clothesline, or they hook it on the tree. Okay, that literally was the extent of pets for probably thousands of years, unless you were the emperors or the emperor of China or a high official there. Yeah, I always ate this excellent street food in there. So, but I used to see people would walk their bird in the morning too, and go out and do their tai chi and all. I like to see. I like to see them coming out with their little crickets in the bamboo thing, and that's really good luck if you have a cricket in your house. Crickets, bird, yes, Susie, exactly. A lot of open air markets with live animals they were slaughtering, yes. And Jimmy, when I was in Asia in the early to mid 90s, refrigeration was virtually unknown. And they would slaughter that meat and have it hanging on hooks in the wet market. And people would walk through, like, foreigners would come through. What they call guaylos, or ghost people, would come through, and they would be like, oh my God, there's just meat hanging on hooks. Well, the thing was, they'd start slaughtering at 4:35 in the morning, and by 10 or 11 that stuff was either cooked or sold. I mean, it was gone. You were actually eating healthier, probably, meat than stuff that was all jacked up on uh, hormones and antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. So have a cricket in your house. Thank you, Paul. Uh, oh, Susie said you buy the bird, you set it free, it goes back to the seller, and they sell it again. Yeah, they still do. So I enjoyed, Jimmy, I spent 5 years there. I never had a sick, never got any kind of illness at all. And let me tell you, man, I literally probably ate close to eating shit over there, okay? And I never had an issue with, never stomach distress, never anything. And it's just because the tradition is so long and so expert. I think you have worse food handling over here by maybe Chinese restaurants that open here. But there, if somebody gets sick, the word spreads like wildfire. You're gone, man. Your business is gone. Gone, gone, gone. I watched horses being slaughtered for Skip Lee dog food. It was horrific. Is there not a, yeah, yeah, you got food poisoning. Remember, who was the guy? I haven't seen him around in our community in Boyd. Who was the guy, Cheryl, that was on Ice Road Trucker that was in the Boyd? I'll be damned if I can remember. Red, the hell was his name? Red something or other. He lived in Alabama. He was on the series Ice Road Truckers. Then he was on the series Dangerous Roads. What the hell was his name? Red. I can't remember what the hell is. He went at it with Elvis. And, can't remember what the hell his name was. But Jimmy, he had a salad bar in. He had salad in Bolivia, and he almost friggin' died down there. It's not the meat that's going to kill you; it's the vegetables. I can't remember what his name was. Red. He was on Ice Road Truckers. I haven't seen him in 2 years. He was converting a school bus. What the hell was his? What the hell was his name? Red. I can't remember something. Somebody will know. I loved Anthony Bourdain. I love that. I loved Anthony Bourdain. I liked his balls to the wall approach on stuff. I like beef too. I like chicken. I like beef. I like Nick Box chicken. Come on, man. Red. Can't remember what the hell his name was. Damn. Somebody will know in the Boyd. Isn't that crazy? I can't remember his name. Dave Redman. Yeah, Dave. Dave Redman was his real name. And he hung around the Boyd for years, and he used to go at it with Elvis, and then he was so pissed one time when I was anti-Dave at that time, and I offered to a vacation on the Gulf Coast for he and his wife. I said, Dave, you're going to blow a gasket, man. I'm going to buy you a weekend down in Biloxi in a nice luxury hotel. Man, he blew his top. He blew his, Dave Redman, yeah. But I can't remember his YouTube name. He was on Ice Road Truckers, and he also did like Dangerous Roads. He got sick as a dog. He almost died from just eating salad. I think it was somewhere in Bolivia. So don't eat raw vegetables, okay? You don't see Chinese unless they're putting it in vinegar or, eating raw veggies and stuff. Salads are pretty much unknown over there. Did a pretty good tribute. Yeah, I liked Anthony Bourdain. He was kick ass. You can catch all kinds of stuff. Hep A, B. You can get vaccinated for Hep A, and you just want to be sure. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to get something to drink and quench my smoke thirst for a minute. Guys, take a 5-minute break if you have to hit the bathroom, and I'm going to have. I'm not drinking tonight. All right. I ain't drinking. I thought the guy was jacking the car next door. Woo! I thought the guy was trying to jack the car next door. He was actually hooking up cables for a hot shot. Anthony Bourdain hated white people. I don't know about that. Jeez. That's kind of a hell of a statement, isn't it? I'll never forget my favorite episode with Anthony Bourdain. I think he was still on the Travel Channel, and he met up with some guy named Shamir, and I don't know whether Shamir was one of those Turkmenistan or Azerbaijan. I can't remember, one of those countries over there. And Shamir took him for a massage, and he thought it was going to be like a Thai delight or something. There's some big guy in there that just takes him and works him, twists him all around, and they put sound effects in like bones cracking and stuff. It was a hell of a that was a hell of a show. Anybody remember Shamir on there? Red Dog. I can't remember what that. No, it wasn't Red Dog. But I remember Dave Redman. I can't remember his YouTube name, the Ice Road Trucker, and he talked about some of the a-holes that he worked with on that show and stuff. And then people kind of figured out that he may have been kind of the a-hole on the show because they didn't bring him back for the next season. Thank you, Carolyn. Andrew Zimmerman, but this was when Anthony Bourdain wasn't doing so much food, but he was doing more travel experiences and gone to, I know Andrew Zimmerman did weird foods, but Bourdain was doing traveling. And more like travel logs and stuff like that. You went to Switzerland and they were shit-faced on wine, giggled their way through the Alps. Yeah. Thank you, Dodgy. Shamir, Schlemazel, Laverne, Mazel's Huff. I don't know, C. Robbins, about, I'm not much about, vegetarian food doesn't really agree with me too much. I've had some, when Missy Jen and I were doing Friday Night Foodies, we had one great and one terrible vegetarian experience. Yeah, but I remember Shamir, that was funny as hell. I've always tried to find that episode, but some of them you can't find a lot of those episodes. It wasn't No Reservations, it was his first show. He felt like he had a doll head stuck in his colon. The Salton Sea, yeah. Yeah, he was a great entertainer. He was, I just love the way he wrote his own show too. He didn't go for a script, but he did his own stuff. Thank you, GBJ. I appreciate that. Hi, Robbie Terry from Kansas. Western Kansas, Central, or Eastern? What area of Kansas? He's one of my favorite food chain. The guy likes food and politics, yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those people that likes Kansas very much. Kinky doll in the buttocks. I don't know, Susie. Come on, Susie. Come on. Kinky doll in the buttocks. I don't know. Most veggies put the human digestive system in distress. Chef says I can relate to the doll head. Hey, Chef, let me ask you, since I got you in here, you're probably the most accomplished chef here on that I know. I don't really put you on the Boyd, but you would do food prep on a massive scale for convention dining and things like that. Do you have any idea? If things are, anything being planned or anything? What's it look like on the restaurant? Oh, Topeka, cool. So you're in eastern Kansas there. Yeah, Topeka, you're around Jeff T. Rowe over there. To have MREs 2 days in a row and you get doll head butt. Yeah, reduce the steak. We get stuck in Beirut and had to be evacuated. Yeah, but I just thought that when he was in Turkmenistan or whatever with Shamir, that was so funny. when this guy was twisting his arm around and oiled him up and just sitting on top of him. Hey, Rick, how are you? And you could hear the bones. They had the sound effect. And the guy would get behind him and lift he'd be sitting on his butt and pull Bourdain up. Oh, laying on his stomach, and oh, you could hear his back. Like a nice cucumber. Say, wow, Susie, you're on it tonight. I've done several plans and presented this, and all have been shot down. Okay, chef. Wow, what a nightmare to be in major food service and big event service. We're going to be driving up to Healdsburg next Tuesday, maybe Sunday, for our next big walk. And even a lot of the high-end places have shut down over there. Shamir and he were bad influence. They were funny as hell, though, weren't they? Weren't they? I mean, they'd go to these weddings and they would look like fish out of water. No idea. He'd be talking about how good looking. You remember that, Dave? How painful? And Shamir was just sitting over there watching, kind of smiling, and Bourdain's like, man, I'm going to get my payback one day. Let's see. The Turkish massage with a big sweaty guy smacked him with, yeah, it was just great. Dreadful date, thank God. Oh, you're on a bad date? Oh, no. Not deal with the Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, or Turkmenistan. I think it was Kazakhstan or something like that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I love the way they dubbed those sound effects when he was getting twisted and lifted. I laughed my ass off. Susie's on fire. Spent weeks planning the American Cancer Society ball to do it all outdoors and all. It's for a great cause. They're not budging. Wow. I couldn't understand, Chef, how they could close outdoor dining in LA when there's no sides closed. It's just, you're under just a top and the air circulating, and I don't know why. I don't know what the big risk of that is. Why don't you come to the East Coast more often? It is more expensive though. It can't be as expensive as the West Coast GBJ. I mean, California's hyper expensive. Yeah, rest in peace, brother Anthony. Exactly. New Orleans, the last city run by the, is that Mafia or Mafia? I don't know. You mean the F Mafia? Oranges are wonderful for the human system. Well, I'm glad then. I drink my orange juice. Tito Danino is on an LA food hunt. Interesting. You know, the worst part of this whole shutdown was when I went back to Vegas in May to document the absolute low point of the shutdown just as they were opening. And it was horrible to even try to find something to eat. The only place that you could really rely on was 7-Eleven. That was crazy. Okay, Nikki, thank you for stopping by, sweetie. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. He won several Emmys. Olivia didn't win. He did phenomenal work in Beirut. Yeah, he was very gifted. And Anthony Bourdain was also very open about his struggles with drugs, and he was very, very matter of fact about that. Got toaster strudels. They take on. They're good. They're good. They're decent. They are good. An apple day keeps the doctor away. Well, I've been enjoying the oranges. Berries and oranges were at the top of the list for fruits. I've been enjoying the ones that I've I know they don't, they say oranges aren't keto, but I think vitamins are important to have that. Documenting these BS states. I'm just surprised you're even dating, Carolyn. It's such a dangerous proposition these days. I mean, unless you're wearing a bubble suit. Good night, Ninth Element. Good night. I'm only going to go a couple more minutes tonight and then sign off. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to sleep. I might scoot around a couple other places, but I think I will prep to. It's been about 2 hours for me. I have been on, and it has been a great chat tonight, guys. We have had a lot of fun. Vegas isn't surviving, Chef. It's riddled with problems, riddled with problems that I've documented over the last year or so. But to my wonderful moderators, thank you very much, particularly Cheryl. I think I saw Missy in here earlier. Thank you. It's been a great stream tonight. I had a lot of fun. JK, contact me. You know, you're welcome to come down tomorrow night if you want to pop over for a beer. I got something for you as I texted you today. In the meantime, be well, stay safe, guys. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Take a second and do that. You should do breast upgrade 101. I've seen some jobs that look like they were done on tips. I'm not sure what that means. Do breast upgrade 101, but I guess that's a good thing. So. Great spreading, Papa Popo. Thank you for popping over. Charlotte, good to see you. C. Robbins McDave, as always. Carolyn, spiritual warrior. There's always the next guy. Don't worry about it. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. And please do stay safe.